Good evening. I am Tanisha Laverne Grand, reporting live from the blue carpet at the Beverly Hilton Hotel here in Beverly Hills, California, for the 75th Annual Youth of the Year Awards by the Boys and Girls Club of America. Mr. Courtney B. Vance, one of my faves, one of the most iconic and legendary actors of all time.
Oh, that's an introduction there.
Yes. So let's just talk about what brings you out tonight.
My favorite people, my Boys and Girls Clubs of America folks. I was a club kid when I was 8 years old till I was 13. And
Now you're an honoree.
now I'm an honorary. Now I was a Hall of Famer in 2005.
Woo!
And then I do all of their national conventions. I host their national convention since 2005.
So, Courtney, in this day and age where we are all so inundated with social media, phones right in front of the face, how do we encourage young people to become a part of the Boys and Girls Club and to really understand its significance too, right?
Well, one of the hardest things to do these days is to get someone to read. And I grew up at a time where we didn't have that. And my mother was a librarian. So, the books and the reading and a safe place, which is what the Boys and Girls Clubs of America are, is a place for young people to go to be able to put your phone down and talk to people and make some some more friend groups. I mean, the phones are a part of our lives. So, but it just means that you can have more than one friend group. Open up your circle a little bit.
I like that. You can have more than one friend group, guys. Have more than one friend group. Courtney, do you remember how old you were when you first walked into the Boys and Girls Club?
8.
8. I love that. I asked Ruth Carter the same thing. She told me she learned to sew at the Boys and Girls Club, and here she is now, an Academy Award-winning costume designer.
When I was there was no girls. It was just a boys club.
Just the Boys Club. Oh, I think it was like that when Denzel was there too.
It was girls clubs and boys clubs.
And then they merged.
Right.
I love that.
Right.
Love the merging. So what was that one activity, like Ruth, that kind of set you on a path at the Boys and Girls Club?
There was not one. I just loved being there. I loved the bumper pool, the ping pong, the straight pool, the arts and crafts, the basketball, and and during the summertime, there was a day camp, and at the day camp, I met the camp counselor. We had an overnight camp, and the overnight camp counselor was my mentor, Mr. George Brown, who's God rest his soul, and he and my father became best friends, and he told my father that you should have Courtney apply for a scholarship to Troy Country Day School. And that's why I'm in front of you now.
Wow, see, these are the stories I like to hear.
Mm-hmm.
That is outstanding.
He was my track coach. He was my history teacher. And he was one of the best friends I've ever had. God rest his soul.
I love that. Now, Courtney, for those young people who don't know how to even begin the application process to come into the Boys and Girls Club, can you talk a little bit about that?
I know nothing about that.
You don't know anything about that?
No, it was
It was a different time.
50 years ago.
It was a different time.
It was a day. So I just, mommy and daddy go into the office or go online, I guess, these days, and apply. I can't imagine they would turn one down.
No, we're not turning folks down today.
Okay, but it's a great, when you finish school and mommy, before they can pick you up, it's the place to go.
I love it.
Everybody needs that place. The kids can wait until you get there at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. Meanwhile, they get help with their homework, finish their homework, then go play.
I love that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming back. It's always an honor and a pleasure to speak with you.